and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. What, you think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory, but I venture anyone who experiences visions from touching an artifact is now connected to them. You got a vision, I got a vision. You got a power, ergo. Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit.
It is... I am not. I doubt it.
I'm
Yes,
up for a little
it
adventure.
is pleasing to speak with you. Ah, thank you for reminding me. I know that tone. Very well. What is it? Thank you, dearest. You are not so bad yourself. There are no words that would do it justice. You just make everything better. Truly? You mean it? You continue to surprise and amaze me. I am at a loss for words. Of course, yes. Yes, I want that too. My culture deals with this so differently than I have seen in the rest of the settled systems. I need some time to consider what would be an appropriate, equivalent gesture. But do not mistake that for hesitation. You are the best thing that has ever happened to me, and I will not let you go for a moment. Sam. I do not know.
Вольтер, я хочу напомнить исследовательской группе, что Волтер — это суперкомпьютер собственной разработки, который в настоящее время используется исключительно в рамках проекта «Призма». Он не предназначен для ваших личных проектов. Да, забавно посмотреть, сколько десятичных знаков π он может вычислить, сколько бит шифрования он может перебрать, или можно ли смоделировать настольный теннис с идеальной аэродинамической симуляцией. Но для этого будет время позже. Сейчас мне нужно, чтобы все сосредоточились на том, чтобы уложиться в срок. Вместе с нашим партнером и клиентом мы разрабатываем новую захватывающую аэрокосмическую технологию. Этого должно быть более чем достаточно, чтобы никто не заскучал. Запуск проекта «Призма». Мы рады сообщить, что сегодня состоится первый тестовый запуск проекта «Призма». Я хотел бы, чтобы все желающие оделись и присоединились к нам на крыше в 9 часов равноед. Напоминаю, что все часы должны быть синхронизированы с восточным летним временем. Наш партнер также будет участвовать в радиоэфире во время запуска. Мы будем вести запись мероприятия, так что будьте на высоте.
Looks like everybody evacuated fast.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. The next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, Babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that? Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations, just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding?
There's that little
We
sad
double-checked
dot.
the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
bet that elevator shaft will take us deeper inside NASA. Might need to work through some rubble. Looks like this one almost made it to launch. Wonder what the final problems were. Looks like the lift is offline. Maybe we can restore power. Let's look around. Crew preparation area. I can't imagine how tense and chaotic it must have been.
Процедуры запуска. Помните, что окончательная проверка жизненных показателей и герметичности костюма очень важна. Да, мы прошли долгий путь в плане допусков. Да, количество людей, допущенных к запуску, гораздо больше, чем раньше. Но жизнь этих людей по-прежнему находится в наших руках. Я знаю, что ходят слухи об отмене следующего запуска, но давайте не будем возлагать это на нас. Предполагайте, что время запуска наступит всегда. Ваш профессионализм – это то, что делает космические полеты хоть немного безопаснее. И мы можем использовать каждую унцию, которую можем получить.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Looks like a structural collapse of the underlying strata. Typical, of course, topography. They had a museum, but this whole place is a museum now. Anyway, looks like an exit at the end of the hall.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects, no motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
In rooms like this across the globe, scientists figured out how to save our species. These are the heroes. The final days of humanity on Earth must have been a special sort of hell for hopeful scientists. Like butter.
Beginning combat protocol.
Wanna go over rules first or what? And don't you forget it. Well, look at that. Vasco definitely takes after this side of the family. Imagine if they hadn't been able to convince people to invest this much. I wonder if humanity would still be here.
Процедуры безопасности. Проверяйте все бейджи, прежде чем разрешить доступ. Да, даже у генералов. Мне все равно, как они разозлятся. Это прямой приказ секретаря. Категорически запрещается пользоваться телефонами и записывающими устройствами. Все письменные принадлежности, планшеты, тетради должны проверяться при выходе из лабораторий. Конфискуйте все, что содержит конфиденциальную информацию.
Project log.
Dr. Victor Isa, we turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds, pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us, it's all going to be possible.
Project log, Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be, but no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
The artifact isn't far now. But look at all this stuff. Simply astounding. Aha! Oh, the suspense is killing me.
Прототип привода. Пожалуйста, будьте осторожны при подаче питания на прототип. Закрепите все незакрепленные предметы, попросите исследователей вывернуть карманы и снять украшения, часы и так далее. Напоминаем, что ядро диска содержит образец, который не подлежит восстановлению, и все данные находятся под строгим контролем. Соблюдайте всю осторожность при работе с материалами исследования и следите за тем, чтобы информация не покидала пределы лаборатории.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
25